As you can see, nothing's fixed. We've come in this morning, they've cut them out the wrong place. I don't know how we're going to get the dishy in. We're going to have to try and take the worktop off. Let's see how last week's bespoke oak larder unit with built-in AC has turned out. Up and in. Oh, that is unbelievable. You're unbelievable. What? And that's why I pulled the master tape off tonight. See that little bit bled through? Any bits that bleed through onto the oak and into that grain, I can get off if I do it straight away. See? Easy peasy. That looks better. Do you agree? Better job? Better job. Stainless steel arrived yesterday. And they were down to just assemble it and assemble the island. As you can see, nothing's fixed. It's not in line with the pier, it needs a little bit of adjustment. Checking that it's in the right space. Come this morning, they've cut the sockets out. Not sure why, because we were told that we were installing this. And we were just expecting them to, they were staying late last night. Just assemble all the units, because that's what they was down to do. But we've come in this morning, they've cut them out the wrong place. They had like a corner strip here that looked horrendous. This isn't fixed. Dishwasher isn't in. And this plinth, if you can see, is welded. And this is a length that goes through, bends round this side and continues. And that's all welded on, so I don't know how we're going to get the dishy in. I think we're going to have to try and take the worktop off. There's a bracket there with a couple of screws. Hopefully the worktop slides out. But then the worktop is part of all this section as well. So yeah, me and Ollie have got our work cut out trying to get her around what they've got unfinished. They did have all this installed to this unit, but this unit is down to have an 18mm end panel on the side. So we've bumped this whole bank of units over. Make good this wall. We've got a stainless steel end panel that goes on here also. But yeah, we're just going to have to move this over, recut out, hopefully be able to move them back boxes over slightly, get this end panel on. Let's get busy, yeah? Let's rock and roll, mate. Let's rock and roll. So we spent some of the morning fixing all of the stainless steel that the company have previously installed, that we have now got to install ourselves, tweak and make good. As you can see, you cannot get this dishwasher in without removing the worktops. Usually we don't run into problems like this so early in the day, but that's actually a lie. Every day we are problem solving something for someone. Bit of a tune, actually, Also, you may have noticed I'm installing 2 oak doors to this larder I said do not have doors on. It's lucky I sell it back 22mm to allow for doors at a later date, wasn't it? Because as soon as the clients see this larder unit, they said we want to hide everything inside. Exactly what I suggested before we started the kitchen, but nevertheless, at least we're allowed to sell it back, all in case the client did eventually change their mind.
World, Stanley 1930 are there for all your adventures. For whatever fills your cup, from your best water bottles, protein bacon, coffee mugs and more. And not to save a lot. So for easy meals, that's all fresh fabulous to serve it today.
From here, it's just a case of getting the fridge and the freezer. This is an integrated system. They're both the exact same spec, one fridge, one freezer. But for some reason, they both come with two entirely different install fixing brackets. So now it's time to get the end panel, and this is going to finish and separate the oak units and the oak side of the kitchen, and that's when the stainless steel transition starts. Down, yeah? On edge flat. Walk into me. Good.
Right. Front edge. You get the top stop. Oh. Right. What's tight? Front. Right, yeah?
Try and bend that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Together, yeah?
Yeah. The top was wedged. And it's
Why
all on there,
pull
isn't
that
it?
out?
Huh? Welded, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on. Hold it. Yeah, come on. Right, you ready?
Definitely can't get a unit off. I'll get the multi-tool on it, no?
Sorry?
A unit definitely don't come out, does it?
Well, I'll try it. Look, this fucking cord hang out in there.
Watch out. Whoa. There we go.
Top more, innit? That's it.
But let's catch this tile at the bottom here.
You get the top, Scott. You get the top anything and I'll push the bottom, yeah?
Yeah. You ready? Go on.
Right, top over to me, innit? Yeah. Is that hitting the wall now?
Whoa.
Go on, fella. Go on, fella. Keep her coming. That's
Right.
Go on. That's better. Mate.
Oh. That.
Top, sorry. That's you.
Yeah?
Yeah, mate. Fucking spot on, so.
Right, well, no,
You want to get screwed in the top?
yeah.
Screw the back to
Right.
Left.
Legend.
Yo.
When I screw this back, I wouldn't mind you giving me a little love tap. You there?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, didn't put it
No,
tight.
go again, mate. Out and in. Go on. That's it, mate.
You ready, mate?
Yes. Buzz. Where you going? Bottom of it. Yeah, I see you screwed on, don't worry.
Right, sweet.
Get the fridge in, yeah? Shut the fucking door. Shut the fucking front door.
Yeah, fridge can go in.
You want?
No.
Get on there and for it.
Ages away. Ages away. Miles away. Millions. Miles and miles away.
Perfect. Nice job, Sam. Nice job.
Another day done. Stainless steel is in nicely in line now. We managed to get the dishy in, splashback, sockets all lined up. This has all had to be shunted over this morning, all stuck back. Ollie has propped this up for this evening. Grab adhesive top corner because it was a little bit like a banana. This end panel on, all nice and in line with the worktop like so. Yeah, all ready for the hood in the morning. I'm going to complete that other fridge freezer door. Stay tuned for this to be finished. Units lined through, island is in place. I've pulled the services through from the pier that we got the services from. Drilled a hole in the stainless steel, pulled that through. This is going to be a wine cooler here. So we're going to kind of go away now for a couple of days, come back because we are still waiting for the two larder doors and the header for above the door that's going to grain match vertically. Because as mentioned, the one that I have had is the grain match vertically, which is horizontally, which is not good. So the cooker and hob have arrived, but he wouldn't commission it because The cable hasn't got a spur for him to isolate. It is dead, but he needed to test it to commission it. He was going to connect the gas up also, but he couldn't. Because obviously this unit weren't here when the Sparties were here last, and they've got to come back and house all of their spurs up there. So they're back here sometime next week. We're back Wednesday to assist with the install of these frames, and I'm going to try and tie in another visit on Wednesday so we can hit that. Dishwasher door, just went to put that on, and the guy that's made the kitchen has designed and he's manufactured a door the same height of these, and obviously if you know the dishwasher, we'll put that up on blocks also high up as it can go, and it's kind of 20 mil shy from working. It catches that plinth, so I'm either going to install it and notch that plinth, or he's going to have to make another door. That's a decision not down to me. I'm going to quickly throw that in a message now and get a decision made on that. Right, see you in the next bit. If you haven't already, press the like, jump in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you. I'm back on the kitchen project, and this is the lowdown because we've been very busy last week or so. So the frames have now been installed, and these are 4 independently sliding oak frames. They're 2.8 high, and it's about 8 meters long. So now that they're finally in, we've managed to put our shadow gap beads on, and then this section has been limed. Same with this section here. And alternatively, they had another window to fit upstairs. It's not a sash window, it's not a sliding window, but it's a 360-degree opening window that pivots in the centre up there. So they've done the oak there and there. Very smart. So now they're out of the way, we've managed to re-screed the section of floor and cut our tiles to our frame. This bit of ply is very important. This is protecting the frame from the boys walking in and out. It's the little things you see. We have now got power to all our appliances. The cooker is now plumbed in by the plumber, all gassed up. And let me tell you, this thing is a proper bit of kit. These 2 doors are coming tomorrow. The shelves coming tomorrow. Dishwasher door has been taken away by the stainless steel kitchen bloke because it didn't work. One of those things. We do have a stainless steel splashback to go on this side. It will be planted on that wall, and same with that side. But I'm kind of going to suggest to the client to leave them off. It'd be nice to have a bit of lime that side and a nice bit of oak that side. Otherwise, it'd be too much stainless steel, I think. So, client's going to pop round. Client's going to pop round this afternoon. I'm going to double check that, and then these that way I can put these out the way, hopefully. If not, when that lime's gone off, I'll just cut that socket and pop that back on. I'm just about to install this wine cooler now. I'm going to plug that in, tuck that back, and I'm going to get someone to peel all this plastic off. Right, you've got to jack these feet up, yeah? About 850 we want. 850. Put it back to you a little bit, as long as it don't compromise your glass door, yeah? 840. 840. Cool. Slide that back and we'll adjust the front after. Let's go. Let's go, Johnny. Bit aggressive work. Right. Got back a snatch more. You don't want to do the feet now. No. Oh, that was my finger. Finger's gone.
What's that doing?
That's not too bad.
This one's not on the floor.
Huh? Alright, more good. Which one's done? We now have a wine cooler. Ooh la la. Pegs are set at 18mm centre of each bar to allow for me 36mm thick shelves. Nice. Will do ya. They will do ya. The boys are cracking on, hoovering all the joints out. Johnny is sealing, Lee's hoovering, and Ovi's going to come along and get grouting. We're going to pop on these two oak floating shelves, one here, one here. Sparky boys are here. Don't know if you know who they are. Hashtag Alcon Brothers.
Get up.
Hopefully slide these on. Cable on the side. Liven up the LED lighting. Right, let's get busy. We're unpacking the floating oak shelves. The floating oak shelves. He promised me to do meals for me.
Traditionals now for you.
Oh, slip them straight on, I said. No chance. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Shelves installed. LED installed. Great job, Light. Flush with the extractor. Oh, gorgeous. There they are. Beautiful! Good. Right, slapping these two lot of the doors on. Jay's grouting, Lee's grouting, Ovi's grouting, Johnny's grouting, Rick's grouting. Frosty's, I don't know what's Frosty doing. That's right. The piece we've all been waiting for. So originally this was my little pelmet to hide my track for my flush oak pocket door. Well, it's not supposed to be a pocket door, but we might be making it one. But obviously the grain runs that way and everything else is vertical. So this is my new piece. Ta-da! Doesn't quite match, bit of a shame, but at least the grains are running the right way. Time that's installed, hopefully it won't really stand out. It'll just kind of look as one. Looks a bit orangier. But worst ways it's in, I can change that in snagging, do you know what I mean? I'm not bothered about that. Just want that in and at least the grain to run the right direction. But yeah, get that in. Ollie's working on the pocket right now. That is going to go here like so. There's going to be a little bit of a cutout for the track system. And we've packed it off of this another 20mm, so that bottom doesn't even catch. So online, these are not meant to go in a pocket, but we've put it in one. So this is an 8x4 oak door blank, and this is on his little packer. Can you tell what it is yet? And this is going to have 3 screws in the front that won't ever be filled. This is going to be access for maintenance, which I think is going to be very key for this system because it needs tweaking. It's been installed a week and I've had to tweak it 4 times, which is a shame, but the doors weren't in and hopefully now they're airtight, heating's on, temperature, humidity is going to start to settle. It's all
sit
going
there something like that.
Jeez.
And then let it pull through like, do you want to get the camera up there, boy?
Oh, gorgeous.
We go right through, keep it sliding there, boy.
I'll hold that, yeah.
Oh, be Jesus, the flush door.
It's a fucking grand job there,
it's
man.
lovely.
Oh, gorgeous. See
look
it back
at
flash. And that is the end of this week's episode of On Site with Scott. If you do want to see the finished product of this kitchen being completely finished and be running through the lovely features and all the plastic uncovered, then please stay tuned and tune in for next Sunday 5 PM for next week's episode. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, jump in the comments and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. See you next week. Ciao bloody bella.